Hey guys, it is time for a very special episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. We are going to explain that in a second, but first we're going to do 4 Call of the Crystals. I have literally not looked at these cards ahead of time, but let's see what we can play with here. Okay, we got Rapid Fire, which might work for Amber, but we see no weapons. We see 1, 2, 3, not great weapons, so probably not Amber. We do have Lone Wolf, that's good. We don't have any other card draw. Do we have any other item destruction? 1, 2, 3 weapon destruction, so that's not too bad. The rest are just okay. We don't have card draw, so I think I'm going to have to go with Majiya so that we have something there. So let's just go load up here. As you can see, I am not planning this out as much as I usually do, which is to say I usually peek ahead of time and see what kind of cards and packs there are for us to play with. I'm not going to take Speed Strike or Rapid Fire. It's not really worth it. Although maybe at the end we would. Night Prowler is pretty good, and Rapid Fire and Speed Strike would be good for those. So, okay, fine. Let's see. If we're still not at... Alright, we'll take one of them. That looks pretty good. Alright. Don't forget to subscribe to Shadow Era Meltdown Miller. We do episodes every Monday. We're playing RDiego, a Victor Heartstrike with a pretty fat deck. RDiego I played before, and that's kind of his MO. So I'm not that surprised. I've also been frustrated before. I've gotten milled by him playing something like this. It's good for him to be Victor Heartstriker because as Lone Wolf, odds are he's going to be killing all of our allies. So that's a good place to start. I'm gonna get rid of regeneration, and I'm gonna keep Christopher Wild right there for now. So, what are we talking about? This is the 191st episode of Shadow Era Meltdown Miller, which is a crazy amount. We've been doing this for over 2 years. I've been playing Shadow Era since 2010? No, I think it's 2011. I can't remember exactly. I looked it up a few days ago, but that's I don't think that's 100% accurate. Anyway, that is a lot of time to be playing on any one game, and frankly, I think that's the longest. I think Shadow Era is by far the longest I have ever played any one game. Like as far as man hours spent on any one game, I've played Shadow Era, and I've loved Shadow Era for so long. And clearly so much so that I was willing to effectively waste my time online playing with you guys. I don't regret that at all, obviously, but you know, it's a very small but very dedicated community, and this stuff takes a long time to do. So, I think I'm coming to a crossroads in my life wherein not only am I spending a little too much time than I can actually afford recording episodes, but it might be time to start winding down my playing with Shadow Era altogether. I think it's I'm getting kind of old, and there are things that I need to do, and Shadow Era is just so easy to kill time on, and that's really why I love it, and I think why we all love it. But it might be time for me to start winding it down and taking some more specific actions along those lines. So to that end, this is going to be the first of the next few, the next 10 episodes. Starting this one will be the very last, culminating in our 200th episode. Although part of the plan is that we're going to go and each game will be us trying out the different card combinations. So right now we're playing 4 Call of the Crystals. Next time around we'll play 3 Call of the Crystals and 1 Dark Prophecy, and so forth. There are 12 combos, so in that case maybe we'll do something, we'll do a more. That would end up being 202 episodes if we were to do something like that. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun next few episodes. Gonna be pretty crazy. But and then a little bit sad But I think, you know, let's enjoy the time that we have. Yeah, I mean, we're just playing right now. RDiego is going to be exiling a whole bunch of my allies, which is okay. So the way that we're going to do this on this next turn is... I mean, I think we kind of have no choice. Let's just do this. Get them both... Well, okay, so here's the problem. So one of them is good, because that'll... Spirit Warden will get hurt on that. Let's go ahead and take a card. Cool, and then let's go ahead and use this. So, if he is able to somehow disable Christopher Wilde at this point, then we are at risk of not being able to regenerate from Lone Wolf. Not a big deal just yet. I mean, if I was him, I'd just use my weapon. Throwing Knife. He is drawing a lot of cards, and he has a fat deck. Okay, so that guy's dead. It's going to reach a point where he just has a saturated... His deck will just be saturated. Let's go do this. So at the very least, we're making him sacrifice cards. He doesn't have that, I mean, you know, he actually doesn't have that much more cards. Soul Reaper is what we're going to try to hold on to. So that in the end, if anything goes wrong, we can at least do that and, you know, regenerate. But do we even have... We have one ally in there, which is the Christopher Wilde. So yeah. So as a result, since we're I'm not going out of my way to search for cards like Lone Wolf and Infinity Core anymore, like I would used to. So as a result, I mean, these games are going to be a lot more unpredictable on my end, and frankly, I'm probably going to lose most of them, or at least a bunch of them, because that's not how we play the game, or at least that's not how pro Meltdown players play the game. We prefer to look ahead of time and see what booster pack combos are the best. If you didn't know that, you should go do that. There's actually a very interesting discussion going on in the Shadow Era forums right now, in which we were talking about, you know, the kind of exploit of that. And I have agreed that despite the fact that that's what we do while we're playing, you really shouldn't be allowed to like look ahead of time and see what the contents of those booster packs are. What we would like is you pick your combo, you have no idea what's in them, and then once you pick them, you gotta build your deck inside of it. Because if you don't build a deck inside of it, you're stuck with it. You're stuck with that combo and those decks until you properly run out of cards. Or, I'm sorry, until you finally played a game all the way through. Or quit ahead of time, whatever, but then you lose points. Yeah, that's how it should be, because that's the randomness of Meltdown is what's supposed to be unique about it compared to the other mode. I mean, Meltdown as it is right now, I love it, clearly. I've been, you know, playing it almost exclusively for several years now, and enough that I'm recording it, but it would be great to have that option, or just have it be in that way, because I think that's what people are really expecting when we actually play this mode, you know? Okay, so this is a tough one. I'm just gonna go ahead and ditch Throwing Knife. So the problem here, okay, so he's drawing a lot of cards, but we're not spending a lot of cards, and we're still regenerating. Look, he's got 19 cards in his deck. We've got 17. So he's blowing through cards faster than we are. That being said, he has, he obviously has a resource advantage, and he has more cards on his hand, and he is drawing cards each time. And we don't, at the moment, we do not have a way of killing Infernal Gargoyle. I mean, we will eventually when we use Flaming Arrow on him, but I don't want to use Flaming Arrow on him just yet. We want to go... Okay, so my fear here is that somebody is going to get... Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. So most likely what's going to happen here is Shadow Knight is either going to get disabled, at which point we will use Banish, or he's just going to use his Shadow ability on Shadow Knight and then use Infernal Gargoyle to kill him, which is fine also. It's either of those situations is fine. All I wanted was to be able to just delay one turn getting hit by Infernal Gargoyle. And then, yeah, so once he does this, so far he doesn't have any Hunter cards to take back, by the way. Vexnorian Veteran. Yeah, so this is still tough. Do I want to just... Okay, cool. That works. I like that. Skip. There we go. I'm sure something will come up at some point where it probably would have been better to save that for something else, but I don't want to kill... I don't want to waste too many cards on taking out Infernal Gargoyle. I still haven't touched his Elizabeth Winterborn because he's just frankly not throwing down enough cards. I mean, I don't have enough cards to. I don't have enough options to be able to dispatch of her and also what else he's putting down. So as much as it sucks that he is drawing so many cards each time. Ooh, interesting. I mean, he can do that. I understand. So, the tough thing here is, do we use Flaming Arrow? Acid Jet? Yeah, so that sucks, because this guy's going to be around. Okay. So, we're still okay here. Let's do this. And then, alright, so let's put 2 down. At least we kill this guy, and frankly, he hurts more. So, more likely he is going to attack Death Mage. Or kill Death Mage, use his Shadow ability. If he disables one of these cards, we will use Banish. He's only got 13 cards in his deck, which is the same as us. Oh, nope, he just stole one. Oh, that's a good one to take. Man! Wow, that was a very good card for him to steal right there. Interesting. Interesting that that's the one that he would take. Very, very interesting. I'm just going to sacrifice Marshland Sentinel. I just can't see a situation in which we're going to be able to put him down, really. Okay. So, the question here is whether or not it's even worth it to... Yeah, you know what? Here's what we'll do. And then we'll use Banish. We'll see if that was a worthwhile thing to do. I don't know yet. But at least now we're back to regenerating. He has 8 resources. Yeah, exactly. He's got a ton of cards that he can put down. I mean, his stuff. He had stop thief, really? Sacred Firewalker. Oh my goodness. Okay, well at least we can kill one of you. Okay. And then Uprooted Tree, if this is what we have to do, he can take damage from Uprooted Tree. Which sucks. We're gonna take like 5-6 damage every time he hits. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it out of this one. There's nothing here to take out. Mournblade is pretty good, but not useful currently, which sucks. I'm gonna do this. That's not. It just doesn't go anywhere. All right, so no one's gonna die here, which really sucks. Yeah, no one's gonna die on this next turn. And now, unfortunately, Mournblade isn't gonna kill anyone either, or like it's not gonna power up on the next turn either. So we're gonna take 6 plus 5 plus 2 damage. I mean, I think we've lost the game. You know, again, I would feel worse about this if not for the fact that we're playing the exciting version, you know. And I really haven't been doing that enough in the past. Maybe to my own detriment as a player. But we're nearing the end, and we really should play, you know, as true to the spirit of Shadow Era as possible. Oh, boy. Oh, alright. Yeah, I mean, what I really need here is something to be able to take out Kurt. And we just don't have much of something like that right now. Meanwhile, he's still got all of those cards in his hands, and I only need to take 2 damage. I would be shocked if he didn't have something. Okay, so let's figure this out. Yeah, I think we have to skip because all of these cards are good. So we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 allies. So that's not terrible as far as using Soul Reaper right now. It's not great. Yeah, if only there was a way to use Soul Reaper and Crescendo at the same time, but there isn't. Does that even save us at all? Because this is, again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope, there is not. The game is over. Alright, well, you know, let's try to be better on the next turn, on the next game next week. And everybody tune in, because this is going to be a roller coaster ride. Yep, there's the game. He just had all the card draw. We had no card draw. Exactly. Here are all his cards. He's got nothing but... He had all the card draw in the world, which was good for having such a fat deck. And we didn't have any other card draw. So there's the game. Unless somehow he proves merciful. And now I'm dead. Alright guys, we will see you next week. I hope it's a good one. Bye.